Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English with Mr. E, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Mr. E.
And I'm Sarah. Hello, everyone.
It is so good to be here today. Sarah, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling wonderful, Mr. E. I'm very excited about today's topic. But wait, before we start, we should say something important to our listeners.
Oh, yes, you're absolutely right. Hello to all our amazing listeners out there. We are so happy you're here with us today.
Yes, and please, if you enjoy our conversation, click that like button right now. It really helps us a lot.
And don't forget to subscribe to English with Mr. E. When you subscribe, you help us create more episodes like this one.
Exactly. And please share this with your friends or family who are learning English. They can listen and learn with us too.
Sharing is caring, Sarah. I love that.
Me too. Okay, Mr. E, what are we talking about today? I'm very curious.
Today, Sarah, we're talking about something very, very important. We're talking about mistakes.
Mistakes? Oh boy, I make so many mistakes every single day.
Me too, Sarah. Everyone makes mistakes. But today, we want to show our listeners why mistakes are actually good.
Wait, mistakes are good? That sounds a little strange, Mr. E. Usually when I make a mistake, I feel embarrassed or sad.
I completely understand that feeling, Sarah. Many people feel exactly the same way. They think a mistake is a terrible thing. But in English learning, mistakes are actually your best friends.
My best friends? Okay, tell me more. Why are they my friends?
Well, think about it this way. If you make a mistake, what does that mean?
It means I did something wrong?
Yes, but it also means something more important. It means you tried. It means you are using the language. You are speaking.
Ah, I see. If I stay completely quiet and never speak, I never make mistakes, right?
Exactly. Silence is perfect, but silence doesn't teach you anything. Silence doesn't help you learn English.
That's true. I never thought about it like that.
When you speak and make a mistake, your brain is working. Your brain is practicing. That's the most important thing.
Okay, I have a story about this. Can I share it?
Of course. Please tell us.
Last week, I went to the coffee shop near my house. I wanted to order a latte with milk, but I was so nervous because the barista looked very busy.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Well, I said, "Can I have one coffee with 2 milks, please?"
2 milks?
Yes, I said 2 milks instead of some milk or extra milk. I felt so silly, Mr. E. I wanted to hide.
Oh, Sarah, but did the barista understand you?
Relieved, remembering, yes, she smiled and said, "You mean extra milk?" And I said, yes, she made my coffee perfectly.
So, the communication was successful.
Admitting, but still uncertain, yes, it was, but I still felt embarrassed about saying 2 milks.
Oh, Sarah, that's completely normal. But here's the important part. You got your coffee, right?
Yes, I did.
Emphasizing the victory, the barista understood you. You completed your goal. That is a victory, not a failure.
Warming to the idea, a victory. I like that way of thinking.
And I bet you will never forget that mistake now. Next time, you will say extra milk correctly because you learned from that moment.
That's true. I'm never going to say 2 milks again. That mistake taught me something.
Exactly. That's why mistakes are your best teacher. They stick in your memory.
Okay, but Mr. E, what about big mistakes? What if I say something really, really wrong and people don't understand me at all?
Calm, curious. Like what? Give me an example.
Worried, thinking of scenarios. What if I want to say I'm hungry, but I say something totally different and people don't understand me at all?
Problem solving, reassuring, then you try again. You can use your hands. You can point at food. You can say it differently.
Oh, like acting it out.
Yes, communication is not just words, Sarah. We use gestures, facial expressions, body language. All of these help us understand each other.
Relieved, hopeful, that makes me feel better. So even if my words are wrong, I can still communicate.
Absolutely. And you know what? I have a very funny story about a big mistake I made.
Ooh, I want to hear this. Tell us, Mr. E.
Okay, many years ago, when I was learning a new language, I went to a restaurant. I finished my meal and I wanted to ask for the bill.
The check?
Yes, the check, but I got confused. I mixed up two words. I looked at the waiter and said, "Excuse me, can I have the kitchen, please?"
The kitchen?
Yes, I said kitchen instead of check. The waiter looked so confused. He said, "Sorry, what? You want the kitchen?"
Oh no, what did you do?
I realized my mistake immediately. My face turned red. But then I started laughing. I said, No, sorry. I mean the check, the bill." And the waiter laughed too.
That's so funny.
It was very funny. And you know what? I never forgot that mistake. Now I always remember the correct word because of that embarrassing moment.
So the embarrassment actually helped you learn?
Exactly. Embarrassment is a powerful teacher. Our brain remembers emotional moments very well.
Wow, so maybe I should stop feeling so bad when I make mistakes?
Yes, you should stop feeling bad. Instead, think, great, I just learned something new.
That's hard to do, Mr. E. My brain always says, oh no, you made a mistake. You're bad at English.
I know that feeling. Many learners have that voice in their head. But Sarah, would you say that to your friend?
What do you mean?
If your friend made a mistake in English, would you say, "You're bad, stop trying, give up"?
No, never. I would say, don't worry, you're doing great. Keep going.
So why don't you say the same thing to yourself?
That's a very good question.
You need to be your own best friend, Sarah. Be kind to yourself. Encourage yourself.
Be my own best friend. I really like that, Mr. E. I'm going to remember that.
Good. And here's another important thing. Even native speakers make mistakes.
Really? Native speakers?
Yes, I'm a native English speaker and I make mistakes all the time. Sometimes I forget words, sometimes I say things wrong.
You do?
Of course. Last week I was talking to my friend and I wanted to say refrigerator, but I said freezer by accident. My friend looked confused for a moment.
So it happens to everyone?
It happens to everyone, Sarah. We're all human. Our brains get tired, we get distracted, we mix up words. It's completely normal.
That makes me feel so much better. If native speakers make mistakes, then I shouldn't be so worried about my mistakes.
Exactly right. The goal is not perfection, Sarah. The goal is communication. The goal is connection.
Communication and connection. I love that.
And you know what the best part is? People usually don't care about your small mistakes.
They don't?
No. When you're talking to someone, they care about understanding you. They care about the message, not the grammar.
So if I say, I go to shop yesterday instead of I went to the shop yesterday, they will still understand me?
Yes, they understand you perfectly. The past tense is wrong, but the meaning is clear.
But shouldn't I try to fix my grammar?
Over time, yes, grammar is important. But in the beginning, communication is more important than perfection.
Communication first, grammar later.
Exactly. You're getting it, Sarah.
Mr. E, can I share one more thing?
Of course, go ahead.
Talking about mistakes, I think they also make us brave. Every time I speak English, even with mistakes, I feel a little bit stronger.
That's beautiful, Sarah. You're absolutely right. Mistakes are proof of courage.
Proof of courage. I love that.
Think about it. If you never make mistakes, it means you never try new things. You stay in your safe zone.
But if I make mistakes, it means I'm challenging myself. I'm growing.
Exactly. Growth happens outside the comfort zone. Mistakes show that you're pushing yourself.
Okay, I'm feeling much more confident now. Thank you, Mr. E.
I'm so happy to hear that, Sarah, and I hope our listeners feel the same way.
Before we say goodbye, we have a question for everyone listening.
Oh yes, we want to hear from you.
Tell us about one funny or embarrassing mistake you made in English. What happened?
Yes, please write your story in the comments below. Don't be shy, we love reading your stories.
Your story doesn't have to be perfect. We want to hear it in your own words.
And remember, if you enjoyed today's episode, please click the like button. It helps us so much.
And subscribe to English with Mr. E so you don't miss our next conversation.
Inviting, caring. Share this with someone who feels nervous about making mistakes in English. Let's help them feel confident together.
Grateful, warm. Thank you so much for listening today, everyone.
Encouraging, positive. It was wonderful talking with you all. Until next time, keep speaking, keep making mistakes, and keep learning.
Goodbye, everyone.
Warm, friendly. See you very soon. Bye-bye.